gotta be pretty stupid to rob a police officer's house. Man, prison life sucks. I'm on cleaning duty. You don't want any of this. Be smart. Don't go out and do stupid things that'll land you in this place. Whatever it is you're thinking, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Well, I've been in prison for a year now, and in prison, you learn a thing or two. Did you know that the United States has the largest prison population in the world? There are 2.3 million people in the US prison system. That's 7 out of every 1,000 people. And the food really sucks. Another reason to stay out of prison. And what's the most popular food in prison? Ramen noodles. So popular, often even used as currency in the prison system. You can use ramen noodles to trade for pretty much anything, just like currency. You can use it to buy soap, food, do your laundry. People even use ramen noodles as chips for prison poker games. Former inmate turned author Gustav "Goose" Alvarez even wrote a book about it called Prison Ramen, Recipes and Stories from Behind Bars.
Hello there, my name is Gustav "Goose" Alvarez. I'm the co-author of Prison Ramen. And I'm grateful to be on this, Khal.com, and it's an amazing thing. Oh my God, I got this great idea. You know, I want to write a book about prison ramen, how we cook with it, and some stories behind it. And since then, we got celebrity actors attached to it. They've been in prison, they've cooked with ramen, because ramen is the staple. It's the staple in the institutions, and everybody cooks with it. You know, you can make the most lavishing dishes, I mean, that you wouldn't even think of, from dessert to really gourmet type soups, and even some sandwiches, believe it or not. It's called a ramen sandwich. You can make a ramen sandwich. So this is a very necessity in prison in order to survive. Well, I have 65 recipes, all based on ramen. I have college students that send me direct messages every now and then, and you know, they're like, hey, I made your oyster ramen noodle. That was amazing. It's so easy to make. I mean, if you could use a microwave, you can make this ramen. I mean, if you could boil some water, you can make it.
The most popular selling product in prison canteens are ramen noodles, outselling coffee 4-1. And when times are really tough in prison, you can buy a t-shirt for 2 packs of ramen. So now I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite prison ramen recipes. We're going to have an appetizer, we're going to have a main dish, and then we're going to have the dessert, all made of ramen noodles. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to make a dish called butt-naked ramen noodles. First step, to break up the noodles. I break it into quarters, then I crush them with my hands. Right? Then we carefully open the bag. You're going to open the flavor packet at the top. And you're going to keep the aluminum strip from the wrapper. The next step would get hot water either from the sink or from the tea and coffee vending machine. And we'd fill the bag just till it covers the noodles. Once the noodles are covered, you close up the bag and you use the piece of aluminum from the flavor packet as a wire tie. I wasn't very good at this in prison. Aha! There we go. Now that we have everything in the bag, we're going to let it sit for about 7 to 10 minutes. So now that 10 minutes has passed, we're gonna open the bag and enjoy our noodles, butt naked. Now we open our package of noodles, and sometimes you're fortunate enough to have a bowl in prison, sometimes you're not. But if you are, dump it into the bowl. Give it a good mix with a prison fork. And there you have it. Butt naked noodles. Now I know you guys sitting at home take ramen noodles for granted because they cost like 35 cents at the store, but in prison, this is worth its weight in gold. Now we're gonna make my favorite main course we call instant karma. You start by making the noodles the same way you make for the butt naked, by putting them in the bag, sealing it with the wrapper, and we're waiting 7 to 10 minutes. So while the noodles are cooking in the bag, we're going to need some mayonnaise and a Slim Jim. So now I have to cut this Slim Jim into bite-sized pieces. I guess this will have to do. We don't get knives very easily in prison, so we use what we can. Now that we've cut the Slim Jims, we're going to mix all the ingredients together. We put everything in a bowl. First, we put in the noodles. Then, we throw in the Slim Jims. In prison, you put it back in even if it falls on the floor. Then we add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and we mix it all together. All right, well, here's our main course. It is instant karma ramen. Now, the recipe calls for chives. Chives are expensive around here. About 4 socks for a tablespoon of chives. I only had a pair of socks to trade, so I was able to get some cilantro. Now let's give this bad boy a taste. A meal fit for a king of the cell block. And for our dessert dish, my favorite, doo-doo balls. To make doo-doo balls, we're gonna have to crush up the block of noodles, and then we put it in a bowl. Now that the noodles are in the bowl, we can throw the bag away, and the flavor packet we trade for cigarettes. Once you have the noodles broken up into the smallest pieces you possibly can, we go to the microwave. So we microwave this a few times for 30 seconds at a time. After every 30 seconds, you have to scrape some of the noodles off the bottom. When it begins to turn a pleasant golden brown color, it's ready for the next step. You try not to eat them all, because these are delicious. Here's what you're gonna need for the next step. A package of oatmeal, your noodles, peanut butter, and whatever sweetener you can find behind bars. The first thing we're going to add to the noodles is a package of oatmeal. The second thing I'm going to add to our doo-doo balls is the sweetener. Now I'm going to take everything in the bowl and I'm going to give it a little mix. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of any peanut butter you can get your hands on. Then add 2 large teaspoons of peanut butter to the noodles and oats. Now we're going to put this in the microwave for 30 seconds just to melt the peanut butter. Now that we've melted the peanut butter in the microwave, we're going to cover the bowl that we used and we're going to mix it in circles. And when you're done, mixing it in circles, you get these little nuggets we call doo-doo balls. Take a look at those delicious doo-doo balls. And now you have a sweet, peanut buttery, creamy treat we call doo-doo balls. It's delicious. So after your appetizer and main course, this makes a perfect treat for you and your cellmate. So here we have your prison 3-course ramen dinner, starting with your appetizer, your main course, and your dessert. Delicious. If you like this recipe, click the like button. If you made this recipe, click the I made it button, and make sure to share your photos. Also, follow me on Khal.com and make sure you share this recipe with your friends. They'll thank you for it. Take care, guys. I'll be out of here real soon.